Imagine building something today that doesn't just survive tomorrow, but keeps living, breathing, inspiring, long after you're gone. Not some dusty name on a plaque or a legal note buried in a paperwork pile, but a pulse, a living thing people feel when they walk into a room your business built. Feel it? That itch in your chest that screams, this has to be more than profits, more than a moment. It has to be endless. That's the fire. The one that burns louder when the noise around you is all about fast wins and quick exits. Because here's the brutal truth no one tells you. If you don't build legacy into your business from day one, your chances of leaving real, lasting impact are slipping through your fingers like sand. Every visionary founder, every restless investor, every leader who's tasted frustration knows this deep pain, the frustration of creating something electric, only to see it fade. To pour your soul into the grind and dream bigger than the next quarter's results, but end up trapped in a loop where your mission gets hijacked by short-term gains, investor pressures, or changing trends. It's exhausting. It hurts. It makes you question if what you're building really matters at all. You start asking yourself, will this echo beyond me? Will it spark change or just vanish into the noise? That question, will your business outlive you, is like a silent alarm ringing in your mind, a test you didn't choose but must ace. And here's why most fail. Because they start with everything but legacy. They optimize for product market fit, for scaling numbers, for rapid growth, but forget the soul of it all. They build businesses that live for the day, not for the ages. And then they wonder why their story gets stolen by profit margins, or why their values get diluted the moment they expand. But imagine this. Instead of reacting to the world's broken scripts, what if you design legacy intentionally? From the first day your business takes form. What if legacy wasn't some vague, distant dream, but a sharp lens guiding every decision, like an internal compass? Every hire, every process, every strategy, not just ticking boxes, but weaving threads of something bigger, something that outlives contracts, products, trends, even you. Start with this. Legacy is about connection, not just the outward kind to customers, but the invisible ties binding your mission, culture, and values inside your company. It's how every founder, investor, team member wakes up aligned with the same burning why, not because you told them, but because they feel it in their bones. To build legacy, you have to demand brutal clarity. Why does this business exist beyond money? What pain in the world are we here to end? What spark will keep this flame alive when founders leave and markets shift? Legacy starts with choosing who's on your team. People who don't just want a paycheck but crave purpose. These are your rebels, your devotees, your co-creators who carry your mission as if it's their own lifeblood. Don't settle for surface-level fit. Go deeper. Look for those rare souls who burn as fiercely as you do, who challenge, who rise, even when the world tries to silence that fire. But also build the bones of it all. Your structures, your systems, your governance. Too many think legacy is just heart and mind, but it dies every time it's written on sand. Build mechanisms that lock in your values and mission, that don't just survive leadership changes, but get stronger. Create governance that protects your purpose, not exploits it. Set up funding models that reward long-term impact, not just fast returns. Design decision-making processes that keep your mission alive, no matter who's in charge. And here's the game changer. Legacy doesn't live in isolation. It thrives in network and synergy. The world is built on connections, those electric links between rare individuals. Your business legacy expands exponentially when you plug into movements, communities, alliances that share your vision for a better future. Don't try to own it all yourself. Legacy is a relay race. Pass the baton. Build bridges that outlast your tenure. Find the few who see what you see, the few who dare as you dare, and fuse your power into something wild and unstoppable. But beware, this path isn't popular. The system wants you to be a short-term machine, a cog in its endless grind. It whispers to settle, to optimize, to conform. Legacy building is messy, unpredictable, and often lonely. It's for those who refuse comfort over courage, purpose over profit, eternity over the next quarter. It's for those who hear that quiet, unbearable burn inside, telling them their story can shake the world, and they won't rest until it does. Legacy demands patience, a stubborn refusal to sprint blindly, to chase every shiny distraction. It counts on you playing the long game, trusting that slow and steady layering of right choices builds monuments, not sandcastles. Every no to convenience, every yes to values, every tiny step done with fierce intention adds up to a life that beats on past the headlines and Instagram posts. You create a system that future founders can build on, investors can trust, will outlast market crashes, and customers will champion because it feels honest, alive, and necessary. When legacy flows through your business, it becomes a living weapon against the emptiness and cynicism that suffocates society. It turns your company into a force that raises the rare, the misunderstood, the bold, the individual, from shadows into light. Not because you scream the loudest, but because what you build speaks louder than words ever could. It's magnetic. It pulls in the rarest brilliance and weaves it into collective power. It overturns the broken rules and blasts open doors for something new to breathe. This is where freedom truly lives, not in the illusion of quick wins, but in the relentless creation of a business that belongs to no one and everyone at once. A business that transcends borders, titles, systems, a living network of impact shaped by individuals who refuse to live borrowed lives. Your legacy is this network. It's a web spun from the few who dare to rise beyond the noise, throwing their sparks into a fire that someday will illuminate the world. So here's what to do. Starting today, throw out the checklist of what's expected. Tear up the fake maps the system hands you. Rewrite the rules. Mold every decision, every hire, every dollar around the pulse of legacy. Ask not, what can we get now, but what forever will we give? Pick your people fiercely. Build structures that breathe mission and resist decay. Plug into the rare ecosystem of misfits, visionaries, rebels who refuse to fade away. Because not building legacy from day one isn't just a missed opportunity. It's a betrayal of your fire. Your unique call to shape a future that sees beyond lies and limits. A future not served by flags, comfort, or consensus, but by the relentless power of liberated individuals willing to burn brighter than the world ever thought possible. Every second you delay is a second closer to becoming part of the noise instead of the signal. But if you're still here right now, feeling that quiet spark turn into a roar, it means you are one of the few who will. The ones who will build beyond life, beyond death, beyond time. Not for glory or gain, but for the freedom to become what this world, this broken world, so desperately needs. Something new, something rare, something immortal. It's not easy, but nothing worth building ever is. So start, now. Build your legacy like your life depends on it, because it does.